Alright guys, and welcome back to this career mode, where this week we're now going to have a look at who is actually being signed and sold around the world in other teams. So last week we had a look at what my team is and where everybody else finished in the season, in different seasons, leagues around the world. There's a few interesting things going on. So this week we're going to have a look at where, what the big teams have done transfers wise over the last 2 seasons. And trust me, there's a few interesting things that have happened. So, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look, search each team individually. So, I'm going to the Premier League. Now, I have checked teams in the past because things have happened that I've been like, I want to see what's going on. But I don't think Arsenal have actually changed anything. Despite coming very close to winning the league this season, I don't think they've actually bought or sold really anybody. There's a couple of people they've bought, but nothing massive. Sanchez is still there, Giroud is still there, Welbeck. Midfield, Joe Campbell come back from his loan, I believe. I think he's out on loan. Jack Wilshere's back from loan. Yep, I think that's pretty normal. Don't think there's any interesting things in there. Defensively, Callum Chambers back from loan. Debussy as well. No, Debussy is still at Arsenal, isn't he? I think. Anyway, yeah, but Jimenez from Atletico Madrid. Bought Yedivai. I'm not sure who he actually plays for at the moment. I don't know if they've signed him or if he's an actual Arsenal player. Koscielny's still there. Fucking Mertesacker's still there. Christ. Monreal's 32, as is Koscielny. So they'll be definitely... He's still 83 rated though as a 32-year-old. That's impressive. Fucking Mertesacker's 80 rated as a 33-year-old. Ridiculous. Mustafi, 86 rated. That's a lad they've brought in. No idea how good he is. Looks alright. Yeah, nothing massively interesting. Szczesny's come back from his loan at Roma. And most times when I play Arsenal, actually, Szczesny's their number 1 goalkeeper, so I don't know what the deal is with that. Right, we'll have a look at the next team, which I think probably be Chelsea. Right, attacking-wise, they brought in Kingsley Coman. Interesting signing. Hazard still there, Costa still there, Batshuayi, 85 rated Batshuayi, Hazard's 91 rated. I don't know why they've got 2 left wings, both really quality players. Interesting, but whatever. Loic Remy's back, Traore's back as well from his loan. Dominic Solanke hasn't cleared off and left Chelsea for dead. He's decided to sign a new contract and stay on, which is nice. Midfield, we've got Christian Atsu back from loan, Lewis Baker. So that was the guy I was telling you about last week who I really want. Again, 11 million they want. His wages are ridiculous as well, so I doubt we're going to be able to get him. But I really want him, so we'll see what happens. Fabregas still there, Chalobah, Kante, 27-year-old Kante, still tearing it up, 84 rated. Kennedy, Matic still there. Loftus-Cheek, what's he rated? 73. He might be worth buying. Possibly, we'll see. Mikel, fucking hell. Yeah, I started this career back before January, so all the players who left in January are still at their teams, so there is a few things that are not quite right to real life, but Mikel's still there. Masonda, 82 rated Masonda, he's 23 million, that's mad. Again, another left wing. So they have Kingsley Coman, Hazard, Kennedy and Masonda, who can all play on that left wing. Oscar's still there. Lucas Piazon back from loan, Pedro's still there, Willian's still there, Kyle Scott, not sure, Van Hinkel back from loan as well. So basically Chelsea have just brought all their players back from loan and not loaned them out again. So a lot of players there, a lot of quality young players that can come through, and some players who are getting on a bit. Willian 29, Matic 29, Mikel 31, Christ. Anyway, defence, Oleina, nothing much. I think, right, okay, this is going to get ridiculous, okay, just bear with me. But it all seems pretty average, pretty normal. Gary Cahill's still there, Baba Rahman back from his loan, Azpilicueta, Alonso. Andreas Christensen back from loan, Jay Da Silva, he's a Chelsea youth player, still there. David Luiz, Branislav Ivanovic hasn't been sold, so he's still there, probably going to retire at the end of the season. Thomas Callas back from loan. Right, this is where it gets ridiculous. Laporte, brought him in, 86 rated centre back. Javi Martinez, brought in from Bayern Munich for 85 rated. He's worth 21 million. Socrates Papastathopoulos, 84 rated centre back, Sydney. Don't know what rating he is, but another top quality centre back. Nicholas Sewell, 83 rated 22-year-old centre back, mad potential. John Terry is still there at 37. Rafael Varane, an 87 rated centre back, and Kurt Zouma, 83 rated. So if you're looking for a defender, Chelsea are the place to go because they have far too many of them. Goalkeepers haven't really changed. Still Eduardo's still there. Begovic is still there. Courtois, so 91 rated Courtois. So yeah, Chelsea pretty much the same as you would expect, apart from defence, where they have literally bought every half-decent defender in the league. Now, I think there's a glitch in this game where they have where teams are set priorities to buy certain types of players. So, for instance, defenders. Chelsea have obviously been set a priority to buy a defender. There are a couple of other teams where you can see that that's happened as well in midfield and in attack, notably Man United. We'll get to that in a bit. But I think there's a glitch where once a team has bought a central, like a player that matches whatever criteria it is they're trying to buy, so for instance Chelsea buying a centre back, it doesn't reset, so they just keep buying quality centre backs even though they don't need them anymore. So yeah, it's a strange one, but we'll get to some other ones in a minute as well. Liverpool bought Andrew Robertson from Hull. There's not really much else going on. They've got far too many goalkeepers. Still got Mignolet. Mignolet's only 78 rated now. That's atrocious. Yeah, so Liverpool not done too much. Man City, see what's going on here. So strikers, Bonnie's still there. They bought Dries Mertens, and Elito's there, so they've now got two left wings that they don't really need one of. Enes Unal, quality quality young striker who's got mad potential, so quality there. They bought in Kagawa, so Kagawa's gone a long way from United to City via Dortmund again. So he's done that. They bought in a few players, bought in Rafinha, 84 rated centre mid, not bad. Serge Aurier from PSG and Seamus Coleman. So they've got two right backs, both quality right backs. Zabaleta. So they've got four right backs, and they only ever play one, obviously. So I'm not really sure why they've got so many right backs, but anyway. Goalkeepers, they have Claudio Bravo, Caballero, Hart, 85 rated, really signed them 2 seasons ago. So basically they've got four top goalkeepers. Well, I'll look at Man United, right? This is when it gets ridiculous, right? Attacking, they have bought Antoine Griezmann. Ibrahimovic is still there. They've bought Icardi, Lukaku, Suarez. Absolute madness. Absolute madness. Like, I remember this all happened in one transfer window. I think they signed Lukaku in January, but last summer they signed Icardi for like 60 million, I think it was, for like 50 million, right? They then, a couple of days later, went and slapped down 90 million for Antoine Griezmann, and then a day later, in the transfer deadline day, slapped another 90 million down for Suarez. And then they have the audacity to go and buy Lukaku as well, 6 months later, for no reason, despite still having Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Rashford, and Rooney was there as well not long ago, so I don't know what's happened to him, he's disappeared. How many strikers do you need? Midfield, nothing too interesting there. Oh, Rooney is still there. 82 rated Rooney. Yeah, so Man United, nothing massive apart from their strikers, which is just absolutely ridiculous. Have a look at Tottenham, see what's going on here. Origi, for some reason, 83 rated Origi. Harry Kane's fucked off. Midfield, Bentaleb. Hamsik, not bad, 84 rated Hamsik. Lamela is back from injury. Rajan Angeland, 84 rated Nangaland, who's 30 now, which is... he's alright, still got a couple of years left in him. Nothing ridiculous there, apart from obviously Nangaland and Hamsik. We'll have a look at Juventus, because why not? See what's going on over there. Still managed to hold on to Dybala and Higuain after 2 seasons, which is impressive. Juventus signed Daley Blind from Man United. Why? Just why? Buffon's obviously retired, so they've now got absolutely nothing in the way of goalkeepers. Don't know what rating any of these guys are, but going by their little reports. Oh, Neto, sorry, they've got Neto, who's he's decent, so he's probably their number 1. Barcelona, and then Real Madrid, and then we'll finish off with Bayern Munich. So they've still got Messi, 30-year-old, 92 rated Messi. Munier, quality young striker. Neymar still there, 95 rated Neymar. Christian Tello, don't know what rating he is. Obviously Suarez is fucked off. Midfielders, nothing. Oh. Barcelona signed Will Hughes. That's just that. I don't even know how to like put that into words. What they were thinking when they signed Will. I mean, Will Hughes, he's decent, but he's not Barcelona decent. You know, it doesn't matter. Right. Anyway, we bought Verratti as well, 89 rated Verratti, and Mesut Ozil. And this seems to happen in every season. Like every career mode you ever start, Mesut Ozil will somehow make his way to Barcelona. He's gone a long way from Real Madrid to Barcelona via London, so you know that's a thing. But it happens every year. It doesn't matter if you start career mode with anybody, like who you start career mode with. But well, unless you start with Barcelona and you don't sign them. But if you start career mode as basically any other team apart from Arsenal or Barcelona, this will happen at some point. Defensively, very old defence. Mascherano and Matteo. They've signed Stasic, 83 rated. It's alright. PK's still there, 31-year-old. Still 86 rated. 84 rated Umtiti as well, not bad. Thomas Vermaelen, 80 rated. Stefan de Vrij, 85 rated. So brought in a few players, but they've still got some of their old players as well. So God knows what's going on with these two, whether they'll retire at the end of the season or not. Goalkeepers, Ter Stegen's still there. Silesen, have a look at Real Madrid. Attack, Bale's still there, Benzema. De Thomas, not sure where he came from. They've signed Lucas from PSG, he's 85 million. I remember that happened in January and they got him for like 35 million. Morata's still there. Ronaldo, 33, still 90 rated. James Rodriguez still there, 89 rated. Defence, Toby Alderweireld, signed from Tottenham, it's impressive, 86 rated. Pepe, 35-year-old Pepe, still there. Is he retiring? No, it doesn't say. 82 rated still. Mamadou Sakho, 83 rated. So they signed him from Liverpool. Ramos is still there, 32 years old. He's 88 rated still. Keylor Navas still their number one goalkeeper. He's 31 now. 85 rated. And we'll finish off with Bayern Munich. Have a look, see what's going on with them. So, attack, Harry Kane, 88 rated Harry Kane, alongside Lewandowski, who's 90 rated, and Ademola Lookman from Everton. Doesn't have a rating, but he's only 20 and he's got mad potential. So, signed him. Oh, right, okay, so FIFA have done their thing again, and he's actually come from Charlton for 1.4 million. So, yeah, if you're looking for a striker, I'm not sure what the deal is now actually, because I think that won't work anymore because he's actually at Everton now. So if you've started a career mode before January and none of the transfers have happened, you might be able to get Ademola Lookman from Charlton for $1 million or so, which definitely worth it. Thomas Muller, 28-year-old, who's 88 rated, so they have 3 strikers, all above 88 rating. Midfield, Alonso's still there. Moussa Dembele, 81 rated. Alan Zagoev, 82 rated, 27-year-old. 86 rated Vidal. They've signed Strootman from Roma. Lam's still there, so a season after he's actually going to retire, I think. Manuel Neuer still there, 92 rated. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that's going on in Europe. So yeah, now we'll get into the actual season. We'll finish this season and we'll start next season afresh in the Championship, and we'll get into our first probably friendly competition at the start and see if we can get some money, and then we'll look at getting some players in as well. So we'll get straight into that. Just a quick update. So if any of you are interested from my first video of this series, Barcelona did actually win the Champions League. It hadn't actually taken place when I did the summary of what happened in all the divisions, and yeah, they actually managed to take it to penalties. 2-2 at the end of extra time goes to penalties, and Barcelona win it 5-4. So yeah, not that that really has any bearing on the series whatsoever, but I thought anybody out there might want to know. So there you go. Now you know. Right, that's good. They're actually going to keep us on. Didn't hit all of our objectives, but they believe that overall it was a satisfactory performance, despite the fact that we just went back-to-back promotions. Just satisfactory. Nothing extraordinary about that. Just satisfactory. So PSG have signed Martial. Well, that gets rid of one of Man United's like 28 strikers that they have, so it's probably the best situation for him. I bet in about 3 years he'll be like 98 rated on this. My right back, Ethan Davis, has been tipped as one for the future. So no doubt I'll be getting ridiculous amounts of offers for him over the next transfer window. So we're into the Championship now, and we've got a transfer budget of 4.19 million. Wonderful. That's going to go a long way. Jesus Christ, we've got bloody European expectations. What's this? They want us to reach the group stage. Well, we'll see. Right, so all of our objectives, we need to, within 2 seasons, have at least one player from our youth academy signed to the first team and play at least 50% of the games in the next season. Fucking hell. I'm not sure, so we don't have any eligible players, so I'm guessing like folk like Davies and that I brought through last season won't count, so I'll need to bring somebody else through and get them. That one is a long term one, so we've got 2 seasons for that. Brand exposure. These make absolutely no sense because you have very little. Like all you've got to do is just keep winning, and you'll pass them. But I don't know why they put this sort of thing in the game when you have very little in the way of control over it, other than just winning your games. Financial. We need to keep our salary growth under 20%, which seems to be quite easy. Oh, taking the mick. They want me to. They've given me 4.5 million, and they want me to keep it. They only want me to spend it at most 2 million. Don't give me 4.5 million if you don't want me to spend 4.5 million. You stupid fucking game. Within 3 seasons, increase club value by 100%. 2 seasons left to go. Should be pretty close, I'd imagine. Given that we've gone in the last season, we've already gone up a whole league. Avoid relegation, obviously. Reach the round of 32 in the FA Cup, and long term is to within 2 seasons finish mid-table. Well, I'm aiming much higher than that. I'm aiming for promotion within the next 2 seasons. Reach the group stage. Right, I think a financial takeovers on the cards here, because we're not going to get any level of success with 4 million. Really, we've got decent players that'll come on, but I don't think we're going to go very far. Our squad's not very deep. Could do with some backup players, so I think we'll just do this. So we'll see what our transfer budget is in the next few weeks. Right, we've been given invitations to some international friendlies. Fucking St Johnston! Saints are in an international cup. I'm not going to play that one though, because this one makes more money. I don't know why like these are even a thing when you're a low league team, because it's a good way of making money, I know, but it makes no sense because nobody's going to pay 3.5 million or like 3.2 million pounds to a team that is of the class of Sheffield United, Markham, Mould, Odd. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like Saints, if they can get 2.8 million pounds from a pre-season friendly tournament, like that would be ridiculous. Anyway, we're gonna play this one. As much as I would like to play against Saints, it's not going to happen because this makes more money. So it's the obvious choice, really. Alright guys, I'm going to end the video here. That's well over 18 minutes now, so we'll call it quits there, and we'll get back to this next week where we'll actually do some footballing and hopefully manage to get ourselves some level of success in this pre-season tournament and get ourselves some money. We'll also find out if our financial takeover has been approved and how much our well, it's not going to be disapproved. I've already paid for it, so it's going to happen. But we're going to see how much money we actually have in the good old vault, and see if we can make any decent transfers. So join us back next week for all of that, and until then, I'll see you guys all next week.